Imagine a summer without the comfort of air conditioning. No vents blowing cool air, no thermostat to adjust, and no way to escape the heat inside your home. For people living prior to the 1950s, this was simply normal life. Central air conditioning didn't exist in homes, and even electric fans weren't guaranteed to help much. But people still found ways to beat the heat, or at least learn to live with it. This is how people stayed cool before in-home central air conditioning. Recollection Road is proud to partner with LEGACYBOX. If you've considered preserving your family's memories, then watch until the end of this video to see how LEGACYBOX can help you do it. Homes back then were built to deal with warm weather in a completely different way than today. They had high ceilings to let hot air rise, and tall windows placed across from each other to catch cross breezes. Folks knew how to work with the wind, opening windows on the shady side of the house in the morning, and adjusting as the sun moved throughout the day. Many homes had large front porches, which weren't just for decoration. In summer, they were used daily for relaxing and escaping the heat indoors. In some cases, families even had sleeping porches, screened-in areas where you could sleep at night and catch the evening breeze. Kids would drag their pillows out there and fall asleep to the sound of crickets and a passing car or two. Before air conditioning, people relied heavily on fans, if they had electricity. Electric fans were set near windows or aimed at a bowl of ice water to make the air feel cooler. Some families used wet sheets or towels draped across the windows, or even across their bodies while they slept. It wasn't perfect, but it helped. Clothing was another important tool. People wore light, breathable fabrics. Men might go shirtless around the house or wear undershirts of thin cotton. Women often wore loose cotton dresses. And kids? They were usually barefoot, running around in shorts or just their underwear on especially hot days. Pacing was key to managing the heat. People adjusted their routines to avoid the hottest part of the day. Farmers and laborers often started their work at sunrise, took long breaks throughout the afternoon, and returned outside in the evening. Indoors, housework was done early in the morning. People learned to slow down, find shade, and wait out the heat. Sleeping arrangements also changed in the summer. If the top floors were too warm, families would move downstairs with their bedding. And of course, every window would be open, and they might have used mosquito netting to avoid bites while still letting air flow freely. Keeping cool often meant getting creative. Before refrigerators were common, the Iceman delivered blocks of ice. These went into ice boxes to keep food cold, but people also used the ice to cool themselves. A cold soda bottle pressed to the neck or a bucket of ice water for soaking your feet could make a big difference. In dry areas like the Southwest, evaporative coolers, often called swamp coolers, began to appear in the 1930s. They blew air through water-soaked pads, which cooled the air as it evaporated. They didn't work in humid climates, but in places like Arizona or New Mexico, they were lifesavers. Meanwhile, the first step toward air conditioning in the home came with the window air conditioner. These first appeared in the late 1930s, but were expensive and bulky. After World War II, production increased, and prices began to drop. By the 1950s, middle-class families started to buy window units for their homes.
This lucky baby will sleep quietly through the night. Yes, no matter how high the temperature goes outdoors, this baby's RCA air conditioner will keep his room filled with cool, dry, fresh air and keep that room so comfortable and quiet he'll never need a middle-of-the-night lullaby.
It was common for a family to have just one, usually in the living room, and everyone would gather in that space during the day and sometimes even sleep there at night. It was a glimpse into the future. Cooling just one room may not seem like much today, but at the time it changed everything. It marked the beginning of the move toward fully air-conditioned homes. Over the next few decades, central air systems would gradually become more affordable and more widespread. Before that happened, though, escaping the heat often meant leaving home altogether. Businesses like department stores and movie theaters began advertising refrigerated air to draw in customers. Going to the movies became one of the most popular ways to cool off, even if the film wasn't that great. And of course, kids had their own ways to cool down. Running through sprinklers, splashing in creeks, or standing in front of an open fire hydrant in the city was pure summer joy. Popsicles melted faster than you could eat them, and lemonade stands popped up on nearly every corner. Life before central air wasn't always comfortable, but people adapted. Summer had a slower pace. Neighbors sat on porches in the evening, sharing stories and cool drinks. Fans hummed in the background. Shade was treasured, and people didn't expect to be completely comfortable. They just made the best of what they had. The arrival of the window air conditioners in the mid-20th century marked a shift in how Americans lived. It was the start of a cooler, more controlled way of life. But for many, the memory of those pre-air-conditioned summers still holds a special kind of warmth. Did I happen to miss something? Share it with me in the comments. If this video made you smile, hit that like button and subscribe so we can do it again in the next video. Recollection Road loves to recommend LEGACYBOX because we both believe in preserving the past. If you have a cluttered closet with cherished home videos and photos that rarely see the light of day, then you need to visit LEGACYBOX.com/recollection. These irreplaceable heirlooms are rapidly fading away, and they deserve to be digitized and shared with family and friends. And right now, LEGACYBOX is offering you $9 tape transfers. The process is simple. Send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, and pictures. Their team will professionally digitize everything by hand, right here in the USA. You'll get the originals returned to you, along with organized digital copies. I love LEGACYBOX because it makes all my favorite memories available anytime. I can post them on social media or pull up a slideshow on my TV, which keeps special family moments alive. Visit LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to shop their $9 tape sale. That's LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to unlock this incredible offer. Make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt and sign up for the newsletter. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.